set up this QGIS layout view so that when you move the first map, all the other maps are adjusted and synchronized so they always show the same extent uh, and are centered on the same location. And I'm going to show you how to do that today. This is open source options, and we share tricks about open source software and programming so you can make great visualizations and perform useful analyses. Let's get started on this right now. I'm going to start by just making this window smaller and closing out of this layout view. Now I want to show you the layers that I have available here so you can see what we are working with. I have this hillshade over these layers to give us some topographic context, and if you want to see how to do that, just check out the video in the description. But I've got this hillshade, and then I have this natural color imagery. I have this land cover data set, and then I have a second land cover data set called land fire. These are available for the United States. Check out the other video for more information on this. Now, let's start by making just a brand new layout that we can work from. So we're going to come to new print layout, and I'm going to call this sync, and we'll say OK. Now I'm going to lay this out a little differently than we did with the other one, just so you can see how this will look in a different context. So instead of having all these maps being the exact same size in my layout, I'm going to have one that takes about half the layout and two others that are smaller. But you will see how this works with me two examples of what you can do. So for the first one, we're going to make this cover just about half the layout here. And then we're going to make another map. I'm just using this add map tool. And this map will over this area here. And then I will add another map that will fill in this bottom corner down here. Okay, so there we go. Now when I use my move item, these all move independently of each other. They are not linked. Okay, and just to show this, let's adjust the layers for each of these. So pull this out here. I'm on map 3 here. I'm going to walk the layers for map 3. Then I'm going to come in, turn this layer off, turn this layer on, go back to my layout view, and now go to map 2, refresh, so we get that update here. And I'm going to walk those layers for map 2, then I'll come back, turn this off, turn this on, over to the layout view again, refresh, select map 1, and walk the layers for. Okay, so now we have these 3 different maps, and they have 3 different sets of layers, and they're currently showing 3 different extents. What I want to do is to have all of these maps be synchronized together so they're always centered on the same location and show that location at the same scale. And now the way, and then when I adjust my main map, the other ones adjust too. So let's go ahead and do this. So the way we do this, I'm going to start with map 2, which is this one here. We first need to add an overview. And we want to add an overview of the map we want to reference. So our overviews are down here in the item properties, and we'll just grab that up. So if we slide down here, we have our main properties, our layers, extents, and then we're going to come down to overviews. We're going to click add an overview. We want to add an overview of map 1. And this is going to put a red outline. And let's just go to our new content and see what this looks like. I come here, then move this around. Let me zoom way out so you can see what this would look like. I need to control this scroll to zoom out. So you can see we now have this frame that shows the extent of map 1. What I'm going to do is I want to center on this overview. Okay, so that will make it so it's always centered. And I'm going to turn off draw overview 1. So now it's not going to draw that. That overview still exists. Okay. So now, watch this. So now if I move content, I go to map 1, and I move this, you can see that we have this other map moving with us. So it successfully made it so that it moves, but it's not at the same scale. Okay, it's not totally accurate. So the way we can do this is if we come back to map 2, and we come up here, we go to our scale. Now we're going to make this dynamic. We're going to make it a variable. So we'll click edit. Don't get afraid, we're going to write a small bit of code. We're going to type item variables, and it should pop automatically. Item variables, parentheses, map 1, or the map you want to get the scale from. Get it from map 1, and then map scale. Okay, that easy. You can see our preview down here. You'll know you've done it right because the preview down here will give you the scale from map 1. Make sure you have single quotes around map 1 or whatever your map name is, and single quotes around map scale. Okay, it's just that simple. We're going to click OK, and once we do, look at that. We are now scaled the same. Even though we're showing slightly different locations because we're centered here, and so we're just getting the center of this. Now, let's go back to move map 1, and we do this. You can now see that our scale stays the same. Now, if I zoom in on map 1, it also zooms in on map 2. So now all we need to do is set up map 3 the same way. So let's go over to map 3 and come down to our overviews. So we'll add an overview. We'll expand this. We'll make sure that it's map 1. We'll click center on overview. And now we will turn off option drawdown. That way the red box no longer appears. And now we'll go back up to our scale, and we will come down and click edit. And once we click edit, we'll type item variables, or open parentheses, put map 1 in single quotes, close parentheses, open square brackets, type map underscore scale, inside of single quotes, close square brackets. You can see we have our preview available here. Here's the number, so we should be okay. And then we'll click OK to enable that. And now we've zoomed in on that same area. Now there's one more thing we want to do here, just to ensure that everything is clear as far as what our extents are. We want to add an overview to map 1 so we can see what the extent of these other maps is. And we do that by going to map 1, coming down to our overviews, adding an overview. We want to draw this one. We want to add it for map 3 and 2. Now you can see that we can see the area on map 1 that is displayed in map 2 and 3. We can adjust this range style by clicking here. By selecting simple fill, I'm going to change this fill style to no brush. We're going to change the stroke style to a dash line, and we're going to change the stroke color. Let's change it to red, and let's change the stroke width to the larger value. And now you can see here that we are able to see the extent shown in these other fields. Now, if we go to our move option here, and we move map 1, you can see that map 2 and 3 is along with it. And synchronizing update, if we zoom out or zoom in or move, these are all synchronized. And we can show detailed views this way that are linked together, showing various layers and various aspects for our visualizations. So thank you for watching. I hope you found this useful. Stay tuned for the next one and check out opensourceoptions.com for more tutorials there.